Welcome back to Video Mokykla channel, and this is Learn Lithuanian with Text, where we take some texts by a Lithuanian writer, Juozas Erlickas, and we translate them so that you can hear them and understand them. This is the 7th video in that series, a seventh little text, which is called Paini padėtis, a complicated situation. Paini padėtis. Now this is probably my favorite text, so at first let's hear it in Lithuanian. Paini padėtis. Drybsau prie jūros ir suprantu, kad reikia džiaugtis tuom. Bet jeigu reikia, tai man jau ir sunku. Va jei nereiktų, tada tai tikrai džiaugčiaus. Bet jei nereiktų, kogi čia drybsot? Okay, let's translate them. A confusing situation, paini padėtis. Drybsau prie jūros ir suprantu. By the way, I'll translate each sentence just shortly, and then I'll go into detail. So at first, I'll translate each sentence shortly. So, drybsau prie jūros ir suprantu. I'm lying near the sea and I understand, kad reikia džiaugtis tuom, that it's needed to be happy about that. Bet jeigu reikia, but if it is needed, tai man jau ir sunku, then it's hard for me already. Va jei nereiktų, if I didn't need to, or if it wasn't needed, tada tai tikrai džiaugčiaus. Then I would really be happy about that. I would really be happy. Bet jei nereiktų, but if it wasn't needed, tai kogi čia drybsot? Why here to lie? Why here to lay, I mean. So, why here to be lying? Why should I be lying here? So, I'm one more time, just shortly, translation. I'm lying near the sea and I understand that it's needed to be happy about that. But if I need to, then it's hard for me already. If only I wouldn't need that, then I would really be happy. But if it wasn't needed, why to be lying here? So, let's see the more detailed translation with the notes about vocabulary. So, drybsoti, drybsau prie jūros, I'm lying near the sea. Drybsoti means to be lying, or to lounge, or to be lying like a lazy man. You're lazy and you just drybsai. So, drybsoti, to be lying lazily and just to do nothing. So, drybsoti prie jūros, just to be lying near the sea, and that's it. Drybsau prie jūros. In Lithuanian, we don't say by the sea, we say near the sea, prie jūros. So, this is prie jūros. We only use prie with jūra. So, drybsau prie jūros, I'm lying near the sea or by the sea. Ir suprantu, and I understand. Suprasti, supranta, suprato, to understand. This is the present tense. And the three basic forms for drybsoti is drybsoti, drybso, drybsojo. Okay, now, kad reikia džiaugtis tuom, that it's needed, reikia, it is needed, džiaugtis, to be happy, tuom, about that. Džiaugtis, džiaugiasi, džiaugiesi, is a reflexive verb, which is only reflexive. To be happy, it's always reflexive. It doesn't have a non-reflexive form. This is the infinitive of that verb, and this sound collocation is džiaugtis. Džiaugtis. It's džiau. It's soft. Džiaugtis. Džiaugtis. Džiaugtis tuom. To be happy about that. Tuom. Tuom is the instrumental of thus, because džiaugtis, to be happy, requires instrumental case of nouns. So, and of pronouns, of course. So, thus is a pronoun meaning that. And to be happy about that, in Lithuanian we use instrumental. We put thus into instrumental and we get tuo. But sometimes in informal Lithuanian we can say tuom instead of tuo. We just put a consonant at the end of the word just so that it's easier to pronounce. So we say tuom instead of tuo and kuom instead of kuo. And it's not always the case. Not all people say that, but well, it's easier to pronounce, and it happens in formal Lithuanian. So džiaugtis tuom, to be happy about that. Bet jeigu reikia, but if it is needed, reikia, tai man jau ir sunku. Then, when we say if, in English we say if and then. If something happens, then something happens. So we say jeigu, tai. Bet jeigu reikia, tai. Then. Although it's not in the meaning then, like for the time meaning, but for those conditional sentences, it means then. Bet jeigu reikia, tai, man jau ir sunku. Man, for me, jau ir, already, it is hard, sunku. So, man sunku, for me, it is hard. Sunkus, sunki means heavy. It's an adjective. And this is the neuter gender of an adjective. And remember that neuter adjectives mean it is something. It is hard, it is easy, it is warm, it is sunny. We use neuter adjectives to describe states. So it is hard for me. We describe a state and we use a neuter adjective. So man sunku, for me it is hard. But we also not only say man sunku, for me it is hard. We say man jau ir sunku. For me it is already hard. And jau ir played the role of already. But we could just get the meaning without jau. We could say tai man ir sunku. Then it's hard for me already. Ir is somehow like in the meaning of already. But we also add jau. So jau ir sunku. It's already starting to get hard, you know. It's already becoming hard. So in the meaning of already we have jau ir. And although ir literally means and, it not necessarily always means and when it stands with other words, with other particles, like jau, already. So jau ir, already. So tai man jau ir sunku, then for me it's already hard. It's becoming already hard. It's the start of the action. It's the start of the state that jau ir indicates. But now let's go on further. Bet jei nereiktų, va jei nereiktų, if it wasn't needed, if it wouldn't be needed, literally. Va means, well, va could mean over here or over there, because when you point out to something, you say here it is. In Lithuanian you can just say va, va. When someone searches for something and you found it and you point to it and you say va, va. So va jei nereiktų, well, we don't directly translate that into the English text, but it just goes into the sentence. Va jei nereiktų, if only it wasn't needed. Va perhaps plays the role of only. It could play the role. So va jei nereiktų, if only it wouldn't be needed. It's va is to contrast, you know. It is needed. But if only it wasn't needed, so this is the contrast. We contrast those two states. So va is just to show this contrast. Jei nereiktų, if it wouldn't be needed, literally, because reikėti, reikia, well, reikėti is needed. Reikėtų, it would be needed. And nereikėtų, it wouldn't be needed. And this is a shortened word. Nereiktų, reiktų. Because sometimes with this word reikia, we shorten the subjunctive of this. Would be needed is a subjunctive, so we shorten the subjunctive and we put away the e, we dismiss it. So, since we form reikėtų, the subjunctive from infinitive, reikėti, reikėtų, we need e, but in informal Lithuanian, in spoken Lithuanian, we often don't say the e, so we say reiktų or nereiktų. So nereiktų, it wouldn't be needed. So now we have the words tada tai. So what does tai mean here? Well, tai is one more word which is not really meaning anything important here. Well, it's just an emphasis. Tada tai tikrai džiaugčiaus. And then I would really be happy about that. Tikrai means really. So tada tai doesn't say anything very important, but it just emphasizes that tada tai tikrai džiaugčiausi. Tada tai, and you say something that then I would do something. So as if you said then I would really be happy. You're sort of emphasizing that then I would be happy, and this is an emphasis. So džiaugčiaus, I would be happy. Again, this is a subjunctive. You see subjunctives are marked in this color here. Džiaugčiaus, I would be happy. This is a subjunctive, I would be, but you see that the reflexive particle si is shortened here, because usually we would say džiaugčiausi, but since in spoken Lithuanian we shorten everything, sometimes we can shorten džiaugčiausi to džiaugčiaus. And I wouldn't say that many people shorten this, but this happens sometimes. So tada tai tikrai džiaugčiaus. Then I would really be happy about that. Bet jei nereiktų, but if it wouldn't be needed, literally, kogi čia drybsot? Again, what does gi mean? Well, gi is a particle that's, again, like emphasis, like contrast. So, kogi čia drybsot? Kogi? What for? But gi is again emphasis, like it's strengthening the question. Kogi čia drybsot? Kogi tu atėjai? Why did you come? It's like, why in the world, or something like this in English. It's just making the question stronger, strengthening the question. So, kogi čia? Why here? Drybsot, be lying. Drybsoti, again, you know that infinitives can have shortened endings, so instead of drybsoti, we say drybsot. Tai kogi čia drybsot? Why lying? Why to be lying here? So, this is the text by Nipadėtis, confusing situation. Again, as I've said, it's one of my favorites. And just to finish it off, let's just read the Lithuanian text once again. Paini padėtis. Drybsau prie jūros ir suprantu, kad reikia džiaugtis tuom. Bet jeigu reikia, tai man jau ir sunku. Va jei nereiktų, tada tai tikrai džiaugčiaus. Bet jei nereiktų, kogi čia drybsot? So what a wonderful text about feeling obliged to feel in a certain way by society. About our constraints. So, just before we finish, I want to tell you that you can find some ebooks and audiobooks available at payhip.com/videomokykla, or go to the website and you will find the link, but the links are in the description, so below this video you can check out the description to download the free ebooks like 5 Lithuanian Lessons for Beginners, or a brand new ebook called Basic Lithuanian Phrases, 285 words and phrases for basic communication. Everything is in audio plus PDF. Sorry. It has 9 topics, 9 chapters, and each phrase is repeated 3 times in the audio with pauses. It's a free resource. I encourage you to download it, and I hope it will help you. So you can find us also on Facebook and on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Iki kito karto.